back to the Daily Grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back pickle biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
What is up, full-time family? It is time to pull a Ariel Helwani and get stripped of our media credentials for releasing a leak that the UFC may not want out yet. Now, this is very interesting. There's no way. We're going to have to definitely take a trip to alleged land, but first we're going to have to stop through Rumorville. You guys know. So everything I'm about to say is prefaced by alleged, because now that we are getting into this video and I'm hearing about it and I'm doing my own research, I'm realizing that a lot of these videos are getting taken down, which is why I couldn't clip in the actual video with where the leak happened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that video on Full-Time MMA 2 because I don't want to risk any strikes on this channel. Maybe the video would just get blocked, but I don't want to risk it. So I'm just going to tell you guys about it on this video, and if you want to see where all the controversy is coming from, check that out and hit subscribe definitely on Full-Time MMA 2. Now, I'm going to have to go to the internet with you guys as we go to Rumorville because Demetrious Johnson is dismissing the leak by the stupid troll about the TJ Dillashaw fight. And when I first started looking into this, I was like, what the fuck is everybody talking about? It wasn't until I heard Demetrious Johnson speak with Ariel Helwani that placed the pieces together. At first I thought this was fake news and there was nothing to it. Even after I watched the video, I was like, where's the leak, bro? He said 218. He didn't say 2018. It sounded like he might have been like talking about UFC 218. Well, then Demetrious Johnson spoke with Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour today, and is today Monday, bro, or is today Tuesday? Well, today or yesterday, he was on the MMA Hour and he was addressing these leaks. Well, now if you go back and watch the MMA Hour or some of these websites where Demetrious Johnson was addressing this leak, you can't find that clip, and you know what I'm saying? So not only are they removing whoever's doing it, not only is the clip of the actual Demetrious Johnson Twitch stream being removed, but so is the Demetrious Johnson talking to Ariel Helwani about the leak. And that's because when he talked to Ariel Helwani, it actually put the pieces together for me. Originally, okay, so what happened was Demetrious Johnson, I don't know how he was Twitch streaming a meeting. He was backstage with Forrest Griffin and another Metro PCS or UFC employee, somebody that was a producer. It looked like a producer of a UFC show, because he was telling him okay, so we're gonna talk about this. That's when he'll say this. That's when you might say this. So they were giving him their notes before the show, and it was it was being streamed on Demetrious Johnson's Twitch. Now, what happened was he said, all right, we're going to talk about 218. That's when Demetrious is going to say this. And so that was the video of the leak. And I was like, what? I don't understand it. He said we're going to talk about 218. And that's when we're going to write on the chalkboard DJ versus TJ. But that's not enough. That literally meant nothing to me. So what happened was Demetrious Johnson joined the MMA Hour, and he said, when I was getting ready for the Metro PCS Purple Couch at UFC 219, make sure you follow my Facebook Live and YouTube and all of that good stuff. He said I was doing a stream, and one of the segments on the show, we were going to have a matchmaker, Sean Shelby, on the show. We were going to show all of the previous shows in the segment saying, looking forward to 2018. Here are some things that we're looking forward to, but we wanted to get Sean Shelby's piece of it. One of the pieces was me versus TJ Dillashaw. And so that's when I really had to start putting pieces together. So it's okay, so you guys, that was, the live stream was of, past UFC 218. So it is a newer live stream. It's not fake in that way. And then whenever he said that what they were talking about in that specific room on that live stream was plans for 2018. And then also in that live stream, he said, that's when Demetrious says, well, he's got to get a title first. And if you remember, before Demetrious Johnson won the title from Cody Garbrandt, before TJ Dillashaw won the title from Cody Garbrandt, he was already talking about going down and fighting TJ. But remember, TJ was like, no, not so fast. I'm going to fight Ray Borg. You go ahead and fight Cody Garbrandt. I'll fight Ray Borg because I'm not giving you this fight yet. You either have to have a belt, and so you can go get a belt, or you can beat a contender down here. So that's where the boom, cue Demetrious Johnson saying TJ needs a belt. Because at first I was like, what do you mean TJ needs a belt? He has a belt. So that's now when you frame it that, I'll put everything together. It could be, okay, building up to the Demetrious Johnson-TJ Dillashaw super fight, you're going to have Demetrious Johnson saying, nah, sorry, he doesn't deserve the fight. He's got to get a belt first. Cue the motherfucking TJ Dillashaw earning his belt. Cue the, oh shit, he's got his belt now, time for these champions to clash. So now there's actually some fucking smoke to this rumor. Before, I wasn't even really going to report on it because they're like, and look, I'll go to the website right now and show you what's happening. See, it says Demetrious Johnson dismisses leak by stupid troll about TJ Dillashaw fight. He talked about it on the show with Ariel Helwani, and watch what happens when you try and play it. Boom, video could not be played. Now this is the actual Twitch stream leak video that I'm going to put on Full-Time MMA 2. Boom, could not be played. And this is on bjpin.com. It's also been, I think, on like, there's other websites that have this type of article talking about the leak, and it says video cannot be played. And for them, you know, and that's interesting because at first I was like, okay, so if they want to block out the stream, block out the stream. But why would they block the video of Demetrious Johnson talking to Ariel Helwani? I was still confused. And then when you actually see what he said to Ariel Helwani, it kind of puts everything together and kind of confirms the leak. So it's all interesting, but it is what it is, man. It was jokes in the beginning saying, you know, I'm pulling an Ariel Helwani and I'm going to get my media credentials stripped because I don't have any fucking media credentials. You can't strip my press pass. And yeah, I'm just a fucking YouTuber. But with that being said, if you remember Ariel Helwani, whenever he dropped the news about Brock Lesnar's return, that's when Dana White stripped his press pass because the UFC necessarily didn't want the news out yet. They wanted, you know, to present their own layout of promotion. They wanted to show you guys he's back with Brock Lesnar on that fucking promotion, you know what I'm saying? So the UFC sometimes wants to put this news out their own way at their own time, which could be why a lot of these videos and these leaks are they're trying to, you know, take them down because they want to put it out in some, you know, rollout that they have planned. So with that being said, it is what it is. It's looking like there's some smoke to these Demetrious Johnson versus TJ Dillashaw contract already being signed rumors, and where there's smoke, there's fire, especially in the UFC. So with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what the fuck you talking about in the comments. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOWG.